When cold weather hits, most people reach for whatever feels thick, soft, or cozy, assuming it will keep them warm. But not all fabrics are created equal. Some absorb moisture and hold on to it. Others block airflow so much that you end up sweating underneath. And some just don't insulate at all, no matter how many layers you put on. Wearing the wrong fabric in winter doesn't just make you uncomfortable. It can actually make you colder, especially if you're dealing with wind, moisture, or sudden temperature changes. So, which materials should you avoid when dressing for the cold? Here are 7 common fabrics that might surprise you, and why they don't work well in low temperatures. Cotton, the trap for cold and damp. Cotton feels comfortable, soft, and natural, so it might seem like a good choice for winter. But when it comes to cold weather, cotton is actually one of the worst fabrics you can wear. Here's why. Cotton absorbs moisture like a sponge. If you sweat even a little, or if snow melts on your clothes, cotton soaks it up and holds it against your skin. And once it's wet, it loses all its insulating power. Instead of keeping you warm, it starts to pull heat away from your body. This makes cotton a bad choice for base layers, socks, gloves, or anything that touches your skin directly. Even thick cotton sweaters or pants can work against you if they get damp. Cotton is great for lounging indoors, but in cold, active, or wet conditions, it's a trap. Better to leave it for spring. Rayon, soft but not so smart. Rayon is one of those fabrics that feels great to the touch. It's smooth, light, and often used in stylish pieces that look and feel soft. But in cold weather, rayon is a hidden trap. Although it's semi-synthetic, rayon behaves a lot like cotton when it comes to moisture. It absorbs water quickly and holds onto it. That means if it gets wet from sweat, snow, or even humidity, it sticks to your skin and chills you down fast. Rayon also doesn't insulate well. It's breathable, yes, but in cold conditions, breathability without insulation just means heat loss. That silky feel comes at a price. It doesn't help you stay warm. Rayon might look elegant, but it's best left for dry indoor environments. It's not something you want between you and the cold. Linen, summer's friend, winter's mistake. Linen is a wonderful fabric in hot weather. Lightweight, breathable, and airy. But everything that makes it great in the heat makes it completely unsuitable for the cold. First, linen is extremely breathable. It lets air pass through freely. In summer, that keeps you cool. In winter, it lets warmth escape just as easily. It's like leaving a window open in your outfit. Second, linen doesn't stretch or insulate, and it wrinkles easily. It offers almost no protection from wind or cold air. Even thick linen garments won't do much to keep you warm unless they're heavily layered. And at that point, there are just better options. Some people wear linen blends in fall fashion, but if the temperature drops, this fabric won't help you stay comfortable. Think of linen as a vacation fabric, not a survival one. Satin, shiny, slippery, and not built for warmth. Satin looks luxurious and smooth. That glossy shine makes it feel like a high-end fabric. But when it comes to cold weather, satin is mostly for appearance, not performance. Satin is usually made from polyester or silk, woven in a way that gives it that signature shine. But the weave is thin and slick, which means it doesn't trap heat well. It feels cold to the touch, and when worn alone, it offers no insulation. On top of that, satin can feel slippery and clingy, which makes it uncomfortable as a base or middle layer. It doesn't wick moisture, and once it gets damp, it sticks to the skin. Satin works for dressy outfits or special occasions. But if you're relying on it to keep you warm, it's going to let you down. Silk, soft but surprisingly cold. Silk has a reputation for being a premium, luxurious fabric, and it's often seen as elegant and insulating. But in reality, silk can be a poor choice for real cold. While it feels smooth and light, silk is extremely thin, and it doesn't trap much warmth on its own. It can act as a lightweight thermal layer if combined with warmer outer layers. But worn alone, it's too delicate and too breathable for cold air. Silk also holds onto moisture, which reduces its insulating ability. It's prone to sticking to damp skin, especially when worn as an underlayer during physical activity. Yes, it's beautiful. Yes, it's soft. But if you're heading into freezing temperatures, save the silk for warmer days, or layer it carefully under something more protective. Acrylic, warm-looking, cold-performing. Acrylic is often marketed as a budget-friendly alternative to wool, You'll find it in sweaters, scarves, hats, and gloves, usually soft, fluffy, and warm-looking. But in reality, acrylic is more about looks than performance. While it might feel cozy at first, acrylic doesn't breathe well and doesn't insulate as effectively as natural fibers. It can trap heat unevenly, leading to overheating one moment and sudden chill the next. And if you get wet, forget it. Acrylic offers very little moisture control and dries slowly. It's also prone to pilling and stretching, which means it wears out faster over time. Acrylic may be fine for quick errands or dry days, but for real cold, it's not the most reliable choice. Lightweight polyester, slippery and breathable. Sometimes too much. Polyester shows up in everything from workout clothes to linings to fast fashion winter wear. It's versatile and cheap, but not all polyester is built for cold weather. Lightweight polyester, especially when used as a standalone layer, can actually make you feel colder. It's slick, thin, and doesn't provide much insulation unless it's part of a specialized thermal blend. Worse, it can trap moisture and odors close to the body. Not great if you're moving around or layering. There are high-performance polyesters, like those used in fleece or outer shells, but thin, basic polyester shirts or pants. Not your best bet for staying warm. If you're going to wear polyester in winter, make sure it's either insulated, blended with other fibers, or used as part of a proper layered outfit. Nylon's strong, but not always warm. Nylon is often used in outerwear because it's tough, lightweight, and water-resistant. It can be great as a shell layer, especially when combined with insulation inside. But on its own, nylon can be surprisingly cold. That's because nylon doesn't insulate well. It blocks wind, yes, but it also doesn't trap body heat, and if it's unlined, it can feel cold and clammy against your skin. It also tends to retain moisture, which means you can end up sweating inside your jacket with nowhere for the moisture to go. Nylon works best as part of a larger system, a thin barrier that protects an insulating layer underneath. But if you're wearing it alone, especially in thin jackets or pants, it can leave you chilly fast. Mesh linings, hidden cold spots. Mesh linings are often found inside jackets, athletic pants, or lightweight gloves. They're not meant to be warm, and that's exactly the problem. The idea behind mesh is to add breathability or reduce cling. But in winter, that breathability works against you. Cold air can move easily through the open weave. And if mesh is the only thing between you and a layer of nylon or polyester, you won't be warm for long. Mesh is fine for activewear in mild conditions, but if you're counting on it for insulation, you'll be disappointed. In cold weather, look for solid linings instead. Ones that add softness, warmth, or wind resistance. Choose smarter, stay warmer. Staying warm in winter isn't just about putting on more clothes, it's about choosing the right ones. The wrong fabric can make you colder, damper, and more uncomfortable than wearing nothing at all. So next time you're layering up, skip the cotton and satin, and go for fabrics that actually help your body hold on to heat. Because once you know what to avoid, staying warm gets a whole lot easier.